All right, guys, it is our final day on board Atlas Ocean Voyages World Navigator. We just got the guest survey, and we thought it would be fun to make a video walking through our honest feeling on each of these categories. So it's based on a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being completely dissatisfied, 5 being completely satisfied. This was an 8-day Arctic-ish itinerary.
European. I think it's called a Northern European itinerary. We started in Iceland, and then we did 4 different stops in Scotland, and we end in Amsterdam, Netherlands.
That's right. And it's been incredible. And the reason that we're on board right now from this recent sailing is because we're hosting a group cruise July 2025 on board this same exact ship. It's 2 8-day sailings in the Mediterranean. It's going to be, the first 8 days is all of Italy, starting in Naples, ending in Nice, France. And then the second 8 days is Nice, France to Barcelona, with some phenomenal ports.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
The back-to-back is 16 days and it's 16 ports.
Yeah.
With a couple overnights.
Every day.
Yeah, it's amazing. So we're really excited, and we had an amazing experience on board. But I think it's important to go through each of these categories to like further understand. So
yeah,
1
break it up.
Is dissatisfied, 5 is completely satisfied. It starts off here asking like your age range. We would fall in the 21 to 39 age range. I would say most of the ship would fall in the like 40 to 55 and 56 to 62 range, maybe.
There's also a 63 to 75. There's been, I would say, everyone between 30s and 70s on board right now.
Definitely. And then the people that we have so far joining us next year, it's the same. We have people who are in their 30s all the way to up to people who are in their 70s, and it's a great mix all in between. So the first category is the yacht itself. So this is yacht design and comfort, maintenance, cleanliness, layout of public areas. Is anything from that not a 5 for you?
No, I don't think so. This is beautiful. All the spaces on board. It's extremely clean. They're constantly cleaning it.
I think this is properly described as a yacht because that's exactly what this is. It's not a cruise ship. It's not a cruise line. It is truly a super yacht, and we would give 5s to all of that. Design, comfort, maintenance, cleanliness, layout of public areas. The next section is staff, and it's the staff knowledge, service, and friendliness.
5s.
6. If we could give a 6, that's the one thing that I think stands out to us more than anything else.
Yes.
Is the service, the attentiveness, the friendliness, the personability, like everything about the staff has been 5-star, ultra luxe. I can't say enough good things.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing. They know your name by day 2. They call us Mr. and Mrs. Maxwell every time we walk in, and it's incredible, truly.
So reception, check-in process, check-out process, staff knowledge and service, and staff friendliness in the reception specifically. We haven't checked out yet, but check-in was the easiest embarkation we've ever had.
5 minutes.
Handed our bags off. We were on the ship, champagne in hand, and then our cards were handed to us, and it was just incredible. That's the value of a super yacht with 200 passengers as opposed to huge cruise ships.
Yeah.
The next is suites and staterooms. Overall impression, maintenance, amenities, bed and linen, cleanliness, and steward or stewardess. So I would think we both are going to give a 5 to the beauty and the overall impression.
Yeah,
these suites are incredible. We got to tour all of them. There's videos on our channels about the different room categories. Maintenance, we've had no issues. No. Everything in the room works. Mini fridge, AC, the doors. I mean,
everything's been great. We did have friends that did have a little issue, and they fixed it within 10 minutes. So
amenities. The room is incredible. We're sitting right now in 2 separate chairs. There's a third chair over here. You've got a coffee machine. We're getting an announcement right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've finished my bit on disembarkation.
It's David.
I hope you enjoyed that. Right now, space tourism and commercialization.
Space tour.
Jonathan Ward. Jonathan is in the auditorium playing some lovely Frank Sinatra music right now before his talk.
Lovely.
Please join him in the Dom Henrique Auditorium. High tea time is going to be happening upstairs in the Dome Observation Lounge. And at 5 o'clock, please don't forget the final talk and lecture from Kevin Privet, Scotland, ice
the geologist.
And water. Can't wait. Thank you very much.
This is a cultural expedition, and so they have lecturers on board who are experts in their field, and that's what's unique about this specific sailing. Our group cruise Next July is an Epicurean expedition. So they bring chefs on from the country at which you're porting in, which is so cool.
Very food and wine based, and they're going to do cooking demonstrations and a bunch of that kind of stuff. We'll get into that later.
So the only thing that the amenities 5, cleanliness 5, steward 5.
Great.
Shout out Mark, he's been incredible. The bed, the linen is 5. The linens are super comfortable. The bed was a little hard, and so what we learned is that you can request a mattress pad, and we did that a little bit later in the trip than we would have liked. I think it was night 5 of 8, and they added that immediately, and it's super comfortable. So everyone joining us on that cruise or going on Atlas at all, highly recommend requesting the mattress pad
if you like a softer bed.
Onboard dining. Okay.
Ooh.
There's 5.
How much? Yeah, there's so much to talk about.
Overall food quality, then there's breakfast, lunch, dinner, afternoon tea, and room service. So we'll just run through each of these. So overall food quality, 5. It's incredible. And we did a galley tour, and we learned so much about how everything is brought on fresh and how they keep things fresh and how everything is made to order, how the bread is made before each meal, not before each day. The fruit has been incredible. Like, we're a little bit picky about that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I can tell
quality.
a fresh fruit from a not fresh fruit very easily.
Or frozen things or things that have been kept versus just like directly fresh, and everything here is amazing.
Beyond happy about the food. And so breakfast, amazing. We only ate breakfast twice because we typically fast and skip breakfast in the morning. We just have a coffee and then we go right into lunch in our normal schedule, but we wanted to try it. They do have a made to order section, so I ordered some eggs this morning. Courtney ordered fresh French toast. I had a pancake. All that was amazing, and then the buffet is incredible. It's
so much fresh fruit, fresh squeezed juices.
Lunch for me is, I think, my favorite meal because they have so many incredible things, and then they set up a specific station that's unique to the day. And so what was the day that we had? Hot pot?
Yes, it was hot pot. That was so cool. Yeah, they have something different every day, and again, so fresh.
Tons of seafood, tons of protein, and tons of just clean eating. And then dinner, there's one restaurant on board that's open right now. They have a second restaurant. We'll get into that in a little bit, but it's been amazing. A rotating menu. They have the same classics on the left, like you're probably used to on other cruise lines, and then on the whole right-hand side menu, it changes every single night.
Multiple
it almost feels like it's a
appetizers,
theme for a certain country.
It does. There's some, definitely. It goes along with the countries that we're visiting. Again, cultural. Great.
Dessert's amazing. I mean, it's incredible, guys. The dining, stand out. If you watch any of our videos, you will see how much we critique food and how honest we would be if it wasn't extremely high quality. I am sad to leave because I know I won't be able to eat at this level of quality. So afternoon tea, we did it once.
We did.
It was fun.
It was fun. We are not massive tea drinkers, but it was great. There were a ton of options if you are a tea drinker. And then they do little snacks and desserts, full size.
Full size desserts, full size BLTs.
Didn't realize that. I ordered a lot. And
we ordered room service twice for dinner. It's a limited menu. There's 6 items, but it was great. They have a burger, they have a chicken Caesar wrap, they have a falafel bowl, power bowl.
They have a flatbread. And then some vegan options as well.
Yeah.
They're really good about that on board as well. Gluten-free, vegan options, more than I've seen on any other cruise line.
It came hot, it came fresh. It's coming from the same kitchen as all the other stuff. So it's the same ingredients, and it was delicious, and it came in less than 30 minutes.
Yes.
So, all right, on here, the next page, it says Epicurean Experience. That's what we will be having in July. There's a chef that comes on board. There's a cooking class. There's I always can't pronounce that word. Thank you. There's lectures about food, and then cultural immersion experience. So I guess that's what we could talk about on this one. When we were in Scotland in the Orkney Islands, we got to do a dancing, whiskey, beer, local food, cultural immersion. That's included as part of your fare. And it was amazing. We had so much fun. We have another video breaking that down in depth. You guys can go check it out.
Yeah, you'll see it, but it was amazing.
Would give that a 5.
Definitely.
And we were going to critique that one too. If it wasn't a 5, that was one that we were very much keeping our eye out because is this going to be lame? Is it really going to immerse you in the culture? It was no, we had so much fun.
We did. It was so fun. They did a really good job of everything.
All right, fitness studio, operating hours, cleanliness, equipment selection. Operating hours, I haven't found any issues with the start time or the close time.
Pretty much open all day, every day.
5. Cleanliness, 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Equipment selection, and then I'm going to add size of the gym.
Yeah.
I would give a 3, honestly. That's
small.
One area that's just not a whole lot going on. The weights go up to 10 kilograms, which I believe is like 20 something pounds. That's the heaviest weight.
Yeah, and then cardio wise, there are
treadmills.
2 treadmills, maybe a bike, a sitting bike, a standing bike. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So it's fine if you want to get a little workout in, but you're not going to get like a heavy workout.
They do have a walking track up on the top deck. 12 laps is 1 mile, and they have some random little equipment up there that you can mess with.
They do.
It's been tough with like the weather climate that we're in right now, but I would give the fitness a little bit of a critique there on just the stuff that they have available in there.
Yeah.
Now, deck areas and pool. Design and comfort, cleanliness, pool, and jacuzzi cleanliness. So design
Very
and comfort.
clean.
So, yeah, super clean. 5 on the clean, amazing. Design and comfort, I love it. 2 jacuzzis, 1 nice, like, pretty sizable pool for what it is.
And a pretty sizable pool deck with
Yeah.
a lot of chairs out there if you wanted to sunbathe. Not that we have on this
Tons
one.
of loungers, but I thought it was a nice touch is that they have blankets out there. So not just towels, but then they have blankets. So if you really do want to get fresh air. Super cool. Okay, entertainment. Let's get into this one.
Yeah.
Overall entertainment, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5, but I want to preface this. Right now, the chapter of life that Courtney and I are in, we don't need these big, massive entertainment venues in order for us to have a very good time. We can keep ourselves company. We have lots of work that we do while we're on board. We love meeting other guests and going and sitting at the bar and talking with the bartender. Like,
love that.
That to us is fun. I do wish that they had more live music on board this specific sailing. They didn't, because I think the pianist had just ended their contract.
That they got off and they weren't replaced, so there hasn't been live music on this one, but there typically is.
Yes.
I'm also going to preface that we go to bed pretty early.
Yeah.
And so we're not like night owls.
Like we go to bed between 10 and 11:30 normally, but not into the wee hours of the night or anything. I will give them credit that, and I listen for this. They play music in the venues, like whether it's connected to an iPhone or whatever. They are playing good music. It fits the vibe. I think they understand the atmosphere and how to like appeal to each lounge. Because sometimes you'll go into a bar or a lounge and it'll just be so quiet and silent. But they have good volume levels, so I just wanted to point that out.
Like, they do. I think so. They do a good job, and then I don't know if it comes later in here, but they do a good job of having some things to do during the day as well. They have like afternoon tea, but then they do the lectures like we were talking about, and they did trivia. They do things like that throughout the day as well, so it's not like there's nothing.
And last night they had the crew talent show. We don't want to spoil that for anyone who's joining us, but it was amazing.
It was great.
It was very entertaining. It was like an hour and 15-minute show, and we loved it. So that's definitely going to be something that we go on both weeks of our sailing.
So fun.
Other than that, it's got TV and movie selection on here. Yeah, there's a ton of channels, and there's like 250 movies, and there's some hits and some classics on there.
Yeah,
but
they're good. Yeah, definitely.
We watched like one movie because it's like we're on a cruise. We want to do other things. Okay, Wi-Fi, signal strength, and coverage. I'd give that a 3.5.
Yeah, 3 to 4. That's
like
what I was gonna
we've
say.
been able to upload videos, and we have very like large files and stuff, but it's not like the quickest Wi-Fi we've ever been on.
Yeah.
But it's better than the main lines.
It is.
It was better than Norwegian and Royal Caribbean and Celebrities in terms of Wi-Fi speed. It was not as good as Explorer Journeys, and so it fits somewhere in there. User experience, it was fine. It was like easy to set it up. The issue right now is that they just kind of limit how many gigabytes of data that you get. It's not unlimited. There is really no unlimited package right now. It's our understanding that this is something that they're working on for 2025.
The biggest complaint from people in the past 3 years has been this. So.
And some people maybe don't need it. And listen, if I'm going to Antarctica, like I want to be present with the Antarctica experience. But if you are like us in our profession, or you want to work remote, or you want to keep things moving forward, Wi-Fi is important in today's day and age. And so that's just something that I believe that they are working to improve. But today I think it's one of their biggest issues and one of their biggest complaints. Land programs, so shore excursions. We did have our only shore excursion that was booked through the cruise line canceled because of some weather, and that's fine. The cultural immersion was amazing, but I don't think we could give like a proper ranking on this one.
We can't
One of the things here, ports visited, so cool.
Yeah.
Because of the ship size.
Yeah, because of the ship size, we can get into ports that larger ships cannot. We can dock in places that larger ships cannot. And so because of that, we've gotten some really different cultural experiences, and we've gotten to go to some really cool places. And then, yeah, shout out to our group cruise next year, because we are going to some awesome places in Italy that the larger ships cannot get.
Yes. And if the larger ship wanted to go to some of those places next year, they're going to be porting 2 to 3 hours away from exactly where we're going to be pulling into.
Yeah.
I'm just so insanely excited about that.
Yeah.
The shops on here, the choice of products, quality service, and staff. I mean, we walked through the shop. It's small.
It's
I mean,
a boutique.
if you want a gift or some sort of a souvenir,
some mugs and keychains and stuffed animals.
you can get
and,
it.
You know,
they didn't
that
have
kind
our
of stuff.
ship replica, so we're going to have to order that or figure that out later.
Yeah.
All right, Spa services.
Spa services. I got a
Massage
massage.
treatments.
Yeah, I got a massage. It was great. I got a 60-minute relaxing massage. She was awesome.
What is it, $125?
Yeah, it's very reasonable for what it is in comparison to other cruise lines and even like U.S. prices.
Yeah.
It's very comparable to what you would find
Was
in
there
the
a
US.
20% gratuity or anything added to that, or did you just tip on top of that?
You can tip on top of it.
But that was
I
all
did.
in.
Yeah, 125 was the price. It wasn't an automatic gratuity like a lot of these
Yeah.
places do. There was no
that
automatic.
adds
It was
up.
just you tip on top of
If
that.
you get a $200 service with an automatic 20% gratuity,
It
there you
adds
go,
up.
240.
It's the spa is pretty small, so if you want to get a spa treatment, you need to book early. Just a little pro tip. I think there's 2 treatment rooms, but I was able to do it 2 days in. So
Yep.
yeah, it was great.
Sauna, amazing. 10 out of 5. I love it. It gets hot. It's a proper wet sauna. They've got water in there to pour over the rocks. They've got tons of towels, and there's a shower right out there, so you can get some cold water on you
Yep.
immediately. Oh,
That was great. And there's a little relaxation room out there as well. There's
Spent a
like
long
4
time.
chairs to lay in, 4 chairs to sit in, and it's great.
Safety, emergency, everything like that. 5.
Great.
I mean, we felt super safe. We went through some extremely rough seas, and not once did I feel like we weren't in great hands. Apparently, our captain right now is one of the most seasoned in
Antarctica, which, you know, the Drake Passage is treacherous. So
Yeah.
he did a great job navigating the waters for
Getting
us.
on and off the yacht in port, so easy. I mean, you guys will see when you come on board.
It's so easy.
Unreal. Okay, main restaurant. We've already talked about this a little bit, but they have it on here again. Variety of food, quality of food, service, choices of plant-based.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned that earlier. They have a whole section on plant-based, which you don't see very often, but a whole like vegan menu. So that was really cool to see.
Atlas, so 5s, guys.
Yeah.
If we're not saying less, we're
a 5.
extremely satisfied with it as a 5.
Absolutely.
Atlas Lounge, that's going to be your deck 4 bar area, lounge, some entertainment happens there. Service, choice of drinks, everything's great. They have different drinks in the different lounges too, and their menus are vast, and so much is included with the drink package that you have.
Oh yeah.
You really don't need to explore anything else.
Upgrade.
You get top shelf everything. You get top shelf mixers, which I appreciate. The ginger beers and the ginger ale and everything that you would mix with, and then they use a lot of fresh fruit and a lot of fresh syrups, and so when we
Really
look at
great
cocktails,
They're great.
Yep.
Shout out Bakir.
Yes.
He is awesome in the Atlas Lounge.
Yes. The Dome is the deck 7
Yep, deck 7.
lounge
Large.
on the front of the ship, and it's got an awesome 180, 270
Yeah,
panoramic
it's
views.
just views of the front of the
Shout
ship.
out Kevin. He's incredible, and the best gin and tonics on board will come from that area.
Very great. Yep.
7 Aft Bar and Grill. So this is the other restaurant that would be open and should be open in July during our sailing, but it is only warm weather climate because who's going to go up there when it's 30 or 40 degrees Fahrenheit outside? But when it's nice out, it's great. They set up a proper grill. They do steaks and chickens and meats and fish. And then during lunch, they do burgers.
They do burgers,
some more casual
right,
stuff.
and some more, ceviche tacos, just things like that. But it's a great second venue with the main
And that's
dining
also
room.
the pool bar area right there. So that was open for sail away. There was some live music out there coming from a guy in his kilt.
Full regalia.
Yeah.
You know? With his backpack.
Paula's Pantry. This is a huge hit for us.
We love Paula's Pantry. It is the coffee shop, essentially.
It's
the little
open
cafe on
like
board.
6 a.m. to 7 p.m. I
Yep.
believe. It's all day and fresh espresso drinks, however you like it made.
Yep.
They've got fresh pastries in there. They even have sandwiches throughout the day, so if you want something a little heartier with some protein in it, you can get that too.
They have fresh juices, which is the highlight for us. They have about 6 different freshly squeezed juices every single day. They have little like apple cider vinegar shots, things like that.
Yeah.
Wellness.
We love it. And then it says overall expedition experience on here. So 5.
Great. 5.
And then this is tell us your overall satisfaction with the expedition 1 to 10.
Okay.
I mean, like we're on the moment right
great.
now. This was we leave tomorrow. I'm 9. Like,
yeah, I know. There's not that many things that we would change about it, and the things that we have just said to you. That being Wi-Fi, that being maybe the gym a little bit bigger, but like those are kind of picky, you know?
Yeah,
overall.
I mean, I just did not know what to expect when we got on board. We sail large to medium-sized ships. Medium-sized ship being Explorer Journeys, 800 passengers, which we absolutely love.
Love it.
Also hosting a group cruise with them. And I was like, man, I just hope that it's not like a huge letdown from that ultra luxe experience. And also, like, we've now done Celebrity Retreat, we've done Norwegian Haven, we've done the best that's available on the main line and the premium cruises and Virgin Voyages and stuff. This was incredible. I am so excited about our group cruises next year.
It's gonna be so fun.
Like we made the right choice. Like we picked these group cruises before we got to sail Atlas.
Yeah.
And that's why you never know. Like I always want to experience something before, but the itinerary stood out to me and I was just like fingers crossed that the ship food service lives up to the hype. It did.
It's exceeded expectations, honestly. I like you said, I didn't know what to expect, but it's exceeded the expectations.
So I can't wait. I'm just so happy about how this all went down. And Atlas, and kudos to this cruise line and this
They're doing a good job.
Yachting experience. They do Antarctica really well and the Arctic and the fjords because of the ship size. But for us, the Med, the warmth of summer, July, getting to go to some places that just are fairy tale like places to us and some of the prettiest spots that we've ever been to and some new places. That's what we can't wait for. So if you guys are interested in joining us, it's on our website, themaxwellstravel.com, or we'll also link it somewhere in one of these videos that we're filming right now on YouTube and on short form. But we appreciate you guys. I know this was a long one. I hope it was helpful. Ask us questions about Atlas, but we're giving it a double thumbs up. 9 out of 10. Would recommend. What was this other one on here I saw?
I don't know.
How likely are you to recommend it? 10.
10.
We're recommending it. You need to come on board. You need to experience this. Appreciate you guys. Cheers.